want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. He had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, my boy, Geek Dingbat here. Welcome to day 6 of practice, where the Eagles are throwing on the pads. What is going on, everybody? How you doing? Hope you guys are doing well. What is happening? What's good, J-Dog? Twits, what's going on? Leon Banks, Bleeding Kelly Green, Kyle, Dre, Maurice, Eduardo, Donnie, Philly Flyover, what's going on? Buzz, what's going on? James, Maurice, I think I said Maurice, Jason, anybody that I'm missing, I apologize. We're going really quick through here. Andres, John Wilson, True Eagles, Birdgate 31. What is going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Eagles they got the pads on. The pads have come out today, and the Eagles are practicing right now. Now, here's the practice list. Let me pull this up for you guys. Let me see. This is the way I like it. All right. So, Eagles practice report will not practice Oren Burks knee, Tyler Steen ankle. Limited is Trevor Keegan shoulder. So, it doesn't sound like his arm was that bad or as bad as it sounded yesterday, which is good. Barkley personal day yesterday, and Lane Johnson toe are back for the Eagles' first padded practice. And that's good. Let's see here. There's ball security drills they're running. Steen losing his job? I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I think they want Steen there. I think they look at Becton because Becton can play so many different positions. I think that's what they would like to do, you know? Edward says, what's good with you? 500. A shout out from North Carolina, baby. Shout out to you, my man. Yes, Eagles legend Rashad Penny, who was supposed to rush for almost 2,000 yards, has retired. I just saw that. One more season where I'm not living in Philly. I hear you. 500, you see that Brock Purdy threw 3 interceptions? I did, but it's practice. I can't kill him too much in practice. Let's see here. There's ball security. So they're doing ball security drills right now. Are you and Pizzle going to do a dual stream? If he wants to come in and torture himself, he's more than welcome to. Young, what's going on, man? Young CJ Gardner-Johnson, what's up? I need coffee. I just woke up literally like 20 minutes ago. I could not get up this morning. Are you going to live stream every regular season game we stream? Not to mention most Cowboy games and national, like Thursday night, Monday night, Sunday nights. Usually 2 of those 3 we stream. You're the sports radio doing prediction? I don't know. I have to ask them. They're more than welcome to come on and do one with me, or if they want me to go on. But I'll always work with Sports Fury. They're great. They're great guys. I love those guys. Bird Game says, which player you think will stand out now that the pads are on? I'm going to say the interior defensive line is going to stand out today. How about Carter and Davis? Who just took a knee? I didn't see it. Let me see. You mean that fall right there? That's Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith fell down. I hope he's not hurt. I think he's just laughing at himself. That's Devontae Smith. He's all right. He just laughed at himself because he tripped. Good morning, Denzel. What's going on, man? How are you? I just woke up and I'm tired. No, he's not hurt. He's just, you can tell he's laughing at himself because he's embarrassed. Did they take him? Did they hit him low? Is that what it was? The Spider-Man pose isn't what you do when you're hurt. That's true. I think he's just laughing. I mean, wouldn't that would be horrible. I mean, talk about a nightmare situation. Blankenship going to shine in pads. Actually, the whole safety. Wow, Blankenship. All right, I like it. I like it. We got 290 mother humpers in that chat. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit that. Let's get these likes up. As long as you guys keep coming, I'll keep doing these in the morning. Otherwise, I could sleep for I could probably got another hour sleep. But I'm here. What's up, kitty? What's up, cool cat? How are you? Shakedown's going to be Thursday. We both got confused. Like, I wasn't sure if we were supposed to do one last night or Thursday, but we talked about we'll do it Thursday. So Thursday will be Shakedown, and we'll be doing a live practice, which will be in the evening. I got coffee. I got iced coffee right here. I'm not a big fan of hot coffee, especially when it's hot outside. If it's like 30 degrees outside or less, then I don't mind hot coffee. Otherwise, I hate hot drinks. Let's see here. So once again, Lane Johnson is back. Toe injury was nothing to worry about. Oren Burks knee, Tyler Steen ankle. Both sound like pretty much day to day. Come here, why are you staring at me like that? What's up? Limited Trevor Keegan. Yeah. Also, Saquon Barkley's back at team was absent for personal reasons. He had something going on. What it was, who knows? But yeah, Penny retired. 7:30 your time, early morning now. Yeah, early morning show. It's been like that with all these practices because they're having all these practices at 10 a.m., which I like because last year they had a couple that would be late and they wouldn't be long. I hated that because I couldn't get work. This I do before. So I'll do the stream, get done, do my video for post-game or post-practice, take it all to work, and then edit it throughout the day and get it up as soon as I can. Big Marshall, thank you for the super chat. He goes, 500, what's up, pimp? Let's go. Mark still stinks. Mark stinks. Mark is losing his mind, believe me. Behind the scenes, that guy's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. He has no hope, no confidence, no excitement about his Dallas Cowboys. I know Jalen Mills was with the Giants. I haven't seen anything what's going on there. Fly Eagles fly, he's right. And Big Marshall, man, I wanted to thank you, man. First super chat of the day. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate it so much. Thank you. Hey, Philly, I wish you could see that Hurts is not that good. Oh, come on. Here we go again. Let's see how this year plays out, and then we'll talk. How about that? Let's see. I already know that the Eagles' offense will be great. I want the defense to set the precedent. Yeah, I do too. And I think that's got to start with Carter and Davis as far as I'm concerned, you know? What is it? Hey, 500. Do you think Howie Roseman will extend Isaiah Rodgers, Devin White's contract as an Eagle? Personally, I think they will. But what do you think? I know it's crazy. My thought is, if Devin White goes out, has a killer year, Pro Bowl type year, do the Eagles pay a linebacker a lot of money? They don't, but they're going to need to. I hope they do. But the only thing with Isaiah Rodgers is if he's only going to be on the outside, I don't see how you can, because you got legit players in Quinion and Ringo. So if Rodgers can play in a slot, then I think do it. 500. You see my comment? I didn't see it. Let me see. Yo, you see that the Cowboys are closing in on 4 years, 136 for C. I heard that was bullcrap. I could have sworn I read somewhere, I forget who it was. Somebody said it wasn't true. So I don't know what to think. I hope they pay him. Yo, Philly, I'm trying to buy a house out here in LA. I need to pick up a side hustle to keep the subscription, bro. I don't blame you, Maurice. I get it completely, and I understand completely. And I appreciate it, and I don't blame you one way or the other. You got to do what you have to do, man. Get that house. I want you to get a big-ass house. James, you need some corners. We can spare some. We got a lot of corners. You prefer PO read option for Jalen? The read option, I like the run pass option more for Hurts. I think it works for him. But the thing is, this is I'm one of those guys, maybe not like Dan Celia, where I don't think you throw the guy out there, you let him have a shortened career, you accept that he's gonna have a shortened career, and you let him go take a beating. No, I think you got to develop him into a pocket passer. Not totally, not 100%, but as players get older, it's harder for them to run. So I think that would be what I have to say about that. Billy, what's going on today there, 500? What's going on, man? Yeah, Rashad Penny retired. How about that? Let's see what's going on in practice. We talk about practice. There's one Howie Roseman chatting. Howie's always chatting. A lot of ball security drills together. Better. Is this the one where Davante fell? Davante fell. That was kind of funny. Come on, that was kind of funny. He's all right. He's all right. I want to see some hit, man. Liverpool staff. What the hell's a Liverpool staff? Is that soccer? I don't believe in soccer. I don't play soccer. All right. My philosophy on soccer is simple. Why kick the ball when you can pick it up and run with it? Yeah, they said he's okay. 500. Did you know what? I haven't checked my email. I don't have my computer. My computer, I had to take it in, and it's getting fixed for the next few days, and so I haven't really checked my email because of it. But I will. I'll sign on with my phone because I don't have my phone connected. I'm not very computer guy. I don't have everything connected to everything and working. Like Joe's like, buy a PC and then you can do this and do the MS DOS and the RAMs and what the hell are you talking? I just want to push a button and come on. So, I'm stupid, but I will check it. Do you believe in the Seahawks this year or no? Because I see a lot of people that don't believe Seahawks for what they have to show. I don't know I can't remember what they did in the offseason, to be honest with you. But I think from an offensive, I think Geno Smith's better than people give him credit for. Still maybe not a pressure quarterback in the playoffs, but he's come a long way. And I think that they do have weapons. They got that second-year wide receiver. I can't remember his name. And then you have some weapons there. So Seattle could be a decent wild card type team at best. Yeah, MS DOS crap, right? You have to put MS DOS run, MS DOS bar line 1. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Just push the button and let it load up. Where are you seeing that, Oso? Because if there's somewhere that's updating quicker than where I'm at, I want to start using it. Let me refresh these mother humpers. Yeah, I had to refresh. Here we go. All right, so once again, no surprise. No surprise to anybody. You got day 5. Oh, well, maybe a little. You got Zach Bond and Devin White starting at linebacker. That's every day. And then Darius Slay and Isaiah Rodgers. So Isaiah Rodgers is back at starting before Ringo. They're obviously letting those two guys battle it out. Quinyon getting first team reps in the slot. In the slot, he is. But the question I have about that is Quinyon getting it because DeJean isn't there? Like, if DeJean isn't hurt, is DeJean getting first team reps? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're not talking to me because I don't know. I didn't even see the first part of that. No Ringo. No. Zach Bond is 100%. Zach Bond is dude. You don't even hear Nakobe Dean. You hear, oh, Nakobe Dean got a few reps in. That's about it. You know, it's not good. I hate to say, but man, I don't know, man. When's Nakobe Dean going to arrive? If we keep seeing short, easy completions this season for other quarterbacks, then they need to move away from Fangio's scheme. I think our players would do better in a pressure scheme. I know that they would do better in a pressure scheme. I truly believe that. Look, think about the guys that you have. I think Brandon Graham would be better off in that situation, even though he's older. I think Josh Sweat would be better off in that. I think Carter needs to just go. And then you look at your linebackers. Look at a guy like Devin White. Devin White's a blitzer, man. He blitzes. He likes to go. I like downhill football. I like get to the quarterback. I'm old school like that. I completely agree with you with the philosophy. I'm not big on Fangio's philosophy. I like Fangio's old school. I like how he treats his players. I like that. But I don't like the scheme. So I say, but Nakobe, I mean, I'm trying, Danielson. I'm trying not to judge him. But I got it. Where's he at? It won't stay warmed up. It's driving me nuts. Fucking yeah. It's too early in the morning. I don't have caffeine coursing through my veins yet. Just have caramel. Hey, Antonio, what's going on, man? How are you? Is Zach Bond even good? I don't know. He's never played that position where he's playing right now, ever. You know, and when they signed him, it made it out to be a guy to bring in to play for special teams. We're in trouble with linebacker every year. Well, Devin White's a big upgrade. Like, I think he's going to legitimately be good. The question is who's going to play next to him? Once my boy Trotter gets in, he ain't relenting. Let's see what's going on here. All right, we got some updates here. If you guys know of a place that updates quicker, let me know what it is. And I'll use it. Mekhi Becton, first team right guard today. Zach Bond, first team linebacker every day. Isaiah Rodgers is first team corner. Jalen Carter swatted the crap out of Mekhi Becton to get pressure on Hurts. So Jalen Carter is manhandling Mekhi Becton. As good as Becton is, he's getting manhandled. Becton at right guard, Fred Johnson at right tackle. Guess Lane's not doing team drills today. Isaiah Rodgers at outside corner. Quinyon in the slot. Bond and White at linebacker. Quinyon outside at corner with the second unit. So Quinyon is getting. So Quinyon Mitchell is getting. And I have to update some of these highlights, but Quinion Mitchell's getting a second string outside corner, and he's actually taking starting reps in the slot. Love hearing that about Carter. He just manhandled Mickey Becton, he said. Carter's going to have such a monster year. I can't wait. I can't mother hump and wait. The fact C.J. Gardner-Johnson came back goes to show how professional Howie is. No wonder why players want to come play for us. Yeah, and I think the whole thing, I don't think C.J. wanted to go anywhere. I truly believe that the whole blow up with the fans was he was upset he was leaving. Now, I really believe that. Jalen Carter, monster year. I'm calling it. 12 sacks for that mother humper. 12 mother humper sacks. I need to get myself a Jalen Carter jersey too. People underappreciated what Hassan Reddick did for this. Dude, there, my man, we agree. And if you've been watching me all season, you know that's the one trade I don't understand. That we agree on. Carter for Defensive Player of the Year. Could you imagine? When is the last time a defensive player won it? Ooh. All right, here we go. We got some more updates here. Let's pull these up. So Fred Johnson just pancaked Zach Bond, who didn't like that and ran up and shoved him from behind. Fight avoided, but intensity is ramping up with the pads. See, I'm getting fired up now. Oh, they're going to fight. I love when they fight. I'm old school like Buddy Ryan. Like, you need fights at camp. You have to have at least 3. And Tony says, I got Carter Kelly Green. That's a good one. Milton with 8 sacks this year. If he gets 8 sacks, ain't no way we're going to be able to sign him. Bald Eagle, thank you for the super chat. He goes, did the time of the week 1 game change? It's now 8:15 now. I haven't noticed. I haven't noticed at all. I'd have to check that out, to be honest with you. Zach Bond and Fred Johnson going at it. I like it. Fred Johnson. Who the hell is Fred Johnson? Seriously, I don't even remember him signing him. Let's see. Will Shipley getting some first team red zone work. Is Will Shipley, does he seem more busy than Gainwell at camp so far? Yeah, who the hell is Fred Johnson? Where did he come from? I don't know who this guy is. I don't remember doing a video saying the Eagles signed tackle for Johnson today. I don't know where I was because I don't remember that. Usually I remember these guys' names, like, I remember saying that or doing a video on that. Who the hell is Fred Johnson? Shipley running back too. Could that possibly be? Dude, I'm all fired up, man, because the pads are out. And I can't help it. When I hear guys are getting blasted and Carter is manhandling Becton, that gets me excited. Pause. No diddy. Shane, thank you so much for being a member for 25 months. Shout out to you. Eagles game 1 is on Friday. Always been 8:15. Are we talking about the first game of the season? You're talking about the Friday in Brazil, right? I don't even know what time it is in Brazil. Never mind. Oh. You probably became a fan the day they signed T.O. No. Listen, my first favorite player was a guy named Roynell Young. Go look it up, okay? Marion Campbell was the head coach when I started watching all the time. I watched the Fog Bowl. I watched when Cunningham got hit by Paul. I know this team inside and out. No, I didn't become a fan when they drafted T.O. or signed T.O. Mark, member for 36 months. He goes, hey, Philly 500, I'm ready for some football, man. Me too. I'm ready, man. We got a preseason game on Thursday, and the Eagles open practice on Thursday too. Now, Fred has been in every Eagles media video for a few years, unacceptable. Why can't I remember him? I mean, I just can't remember Fred Johnson. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's Mandela effect. Like somebody went back in time and changed something. Will Shipley getting some first team red zone work, as we said. We signed Fred Johnson back in 2020. He used to play for the Bengals. Yeah, I know he used to play for the Bengals. People told me that yesterday. I just don't remember him signing with the Eagles. It's just one of those things. I think sometimes when you cover every little thing, sometimes you just forget. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Let's see here. 1-on-1. Quinyon Mitchell gave up a sideline catch to Joseph Nagata, but then blanketed A.J. Brown to prevent a throw. So he gives up a pass to Nagata, comes right back and blankets A.J. Brown and shuts him down. Eric, what's going on, my man? How are you? Kara, what's happening? How are you? Cry Eagles crying, yeah. Let's go, Q is right. You ain't kidding. 500, it's because if you were more focused on the Raven Clark. Yeah, you're probably right. I thought the Raven Clark would move him all around, kind of like they're doing with Becton. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, listen, I am not taking a shot at Fred at all. I just don't remember him even on the roster. Like usually I could go, oh, I remember doing a video on it, but I don't. I need to go see if I did one. Maybe I missed it. Who knows? Maybe I didn't put a video out that day. It's possible. Let's see here. 1-on-1 drills, Quinyon covering AJ, pushed him out of bounds to kill the play, then talked trash. So he blankets AJ and talks trash to him. Next time, AJ makes a nice corner of the end zone catch, but ruled out of bounds. So Quinyon makes out of bounds signal. Okay, man, I kind of like Quinyon Mitchell's attitude, man. I kind of like that, Were we able to see Cooper Digi play? I don't know, Cloudify. That's a great question. He's going to miss the first 2 games. We'll see. Jason, I'm a few years younger than you, Philly, and have been a fan of the Eagles as far back as I can remember. Randall was quarterback, Eric Allen, Fred Burnett, Reggie White, Drew Brown. Yeah, you know what? That's what I grew up on too. Those guys were great. I mean, I could name that whole starting defense. That's it's so weird because even though under Buddy, like we didn't win playoff games, that still might have been the most fun. Not in terms of not winning, but just like he hated Dallas. I thought Buddy Ryan was so entertaining. But yeah, man, that's what I came up on, man. At the same time. Let's see. We might win 13, 14 games with how motivated the team is. I want to see how we stack up versus the Niners and Texans. Texans, I think, are good. I got to believe the Niners come down a little bit this year. I still think they'll be very good, but they'll come down a little bit. Let's see. Eagles undrafted free agent Kendall Milton leaving practice and taking a trip inside facility. Kendall Milton is a guy I did a video on a few weeks ago. I think he's one of those guys that, like, he may be the guy that could be that second running back, but getting hurt doesn't help. It's not good. Jay Tyler says Ray Rhodes. I remember Ray. The thing with the Ray Rhodes time period, I hated. Like, I was so mad because Randall Cunningham's like my second favorite player ever. And when he left, and then Pete was the quarterback, and then they had Quita, I hated those years. I hated that. I was actually, even though I was like everybody else say, oh yeah, get Ricky Williams, I was not upset when he got Donovan McNabb. I was not one of those people that booed. I was like, I understood it, back in the day. Purdy's another Dak type quarterback, choker. I can't say he's a choker Because didn't Purdy give them up? Weren't the Niners up 3 in overtime? Weren't they up 3 in overtime in the Super Bowl? I can't say he's a choker. I mean, Dak can't win those games. Franco says Nice may have a year. He is. Don't worry, Paisan. Don't worry, cuz he will. You want to make? I wanted Moss too. I knew Moss was going to be good. I know they should have picked him, and they didn't. Did you hear about Jerome Brown's death? Well, yeah. I mean, I was listening to WIP. It was I think G Cobb was on. I think it was G Cobb, and I was actually listening to the radio. They're talking to Eagles, and it came up. And then on Channel 6 News, they broke into the whole Reggie was at that that whole like that Christian thing they had going at the vet. Horrible. I cried like a baby. I can't wait till the Eagles get their respect back. Me too. Johnny Wilson with touchdown catch over Ringo. Where are you seeing this? Let's see here. I don't have that. You guys got to tell me where else you're seeing these. I can't wait for the Eagles get their respect. Me too. Let me refresh. Sometimes you got to refresh in here. I'm liking Q. I like that Q talks trash. I do. 500 White Ruin will be 14-3. Jalen will be MVP. I like it, Donald. I like it. What's up, Clayton? How are you? We got 595 people. This is our biggest show to date. This is our biggest stream so far for training camp. We won't be streaming in the morning tomorrow because tomorrow's walkthrough. They're just doing a private walkthrough. And then Thursday's open practice. I will be live streaming for that, and that will be at night. I was at Vet Stadium to see Billy Graham. Was it? Yeah. Were you there at that event? I did hear about Christian Barmore. Is that all true though? I don't care about MVP. I care about Super Bowls. Yeah, I agree. I think everybody. I think when people say, "Yeah, it hurts MVP," I don't think that means they won't care if he wins the Super Bowl, unless you're Dallas. Philly, Eagles, Packers, NFC Championship. It could very well be. Zane says, "Shout out, you deserve a big meat." Thank you, man. Let's go. Let's go right. Been a fan of the quarterback was number 5, but McNabb, Roman Gabriel. Yeah. Yep. I remember hearing about Roman Gabriel. There you go. So Milton Williams deflects a Jalen Hurts pass at the line of scrimmage. He has been very active. He's one guy where I have a feeling Milton Williams is going to have a big year and he's going to get big money as a free agent to start somewhere else. I worry about that. So you're going to any games about everyone but you. I'm going at some point. I will. It's just hard to get out there, get out east. I'm going to if I don't do one this year, I'm going to definitely do something 100% next year. We'll see. I'll be East Coast in next spring, next summer, and then we'll see about the fall. 500 other than linebacker quarterback is weakest. Yeah, I don't agree with that. Yeah, my church too was there to see Billy Graham and Reggie White. I was there when they told Reggie he made the. Yeah, I mean I remember seeing it on TV. It was shocking because I was like, what was I like 14 or 15, and it was like I didn't know anybody that died, especially young. It was brutal, man. That it's just a horrible thing. It really is. But Jerome Brown would have been. I believe he would have gone down as the greatest defensive tackle ever play. Big Fish, Little Boat, thank you for the super chat. He goes, who's your favorite all-time? Mine's Westbrook. He carried us those years, not McNabb. Westbrook was fantastic. Westbrook's probably my favorite running back. My favorite Eagles player of all time is Reggie White. I love Reggie White. I was a Reggie White. My top three would be Reggie White, Brian Dawkins, and then Randall Cunningham. Those are my top three. Oh, Elliot Shore. Oh, I need to pull him up. Is he updating more? Because they don't put him on there. Jimmy Kemsky says, "Oops, Quinion, what? My old eyes on a bad combo." I don't know what he's talking about. Let's see. And Big Fish Little Boat, man, thank you for that super chat, man. I do appreciate it. James, what's going on? What's up, Philly? I expect 11 to 12 win season for us. Fly Eagles fly. B-Dog, my favorite Eagle all time. B-Dog was great. B-Dog was great. I remember, dude, it was crazy times. When I grew up, it was like we in some ways we felt like the Cowboys. We never went to the playoffs. I remember all those years going, I wonder what it's like to play in the playoffs. And then finally we go to the playoffs, we play Chicago, and then you have the Fog Bowl. And that was the most bizarre thing to this day I've ever seen. And then we couldn't win a playoff game under Buddy. And then Kotite won one versus New Orleans. But it was like, for years, never knew what it was like to go to a championship game or Super Bowl. And the young Eagle fans get to see it all the time. My favorite Eagle of all time is Deshaun Jackson. I like it. Zach Bourne, new Kenny Gainwell this year, getting a necessary. I don't think so. There's something that they like in Bourne. I'm going to give Bourne a chance. I am. But the question is this. Is it Bourne? Is Fangio seeing something in Bourne that he loves and that is that maybe other coaches didn't see? Or is Nakobe Dean just not even competing? I want me a Jerome Brown jersey. I got one. I want to get a white Kelly Green Jerome Brown jersey. Bald Eagle, man, thank you for the super chat, my man. He's a dog as Westbrook, honestly, maybe Sproles. All great players. I met Brian Westbrook his rookie year. I was living in Gaithersburg, Maryland at the time. There was a guy I knew that had a charity event for Brian Mitchell. Mitchell had just gone from the Eagles to the Giants. And he's like, "Do you want to go?" So I went, and Mitchell was serving everybody drinks. That was cool. And Westbrook was there. He was the nicest guy. I'll take Corey Clement over Gainwell. Dude, I'll take you over Gainwell. Jeff Bone, thank you for the super chat. He goes, top 3 most hated Eagles of all time. Hated. Let me think about that for a second. Hated. There's a lot. Brandon Lee Galton said this. Jalen Carter is so powerful. Tossed Mekhi Becton aside in one-on-ones. I'm not sure if that's the one from earlier or if that's brand new. But Jalen Carter is throwing Becton around. You'd see the size Becton is, and he's throwing him around. There were players that I really did not like. I'm trying to remember the one guy. I hated him so much. It was when Trent Cole was on the team. He played. It wasn't Connor Barwin. Who was the guy? And he just didn't ever try hard. I hate him. He had a lot of talent. He had a lot of sacks one year. Can't remember his name. He drove me nuts. Who else? See, hated's hard because I may not like players. I not think they're good for the team, but I don't hate them. Yeah, I hated Riley Cooper. I hated Riley Cooper. Yeah, I didn't like Derek Barnett as terms of like I didn't think he was good, but I didn't hate him. Jason Babin. Yeah, I did not like Babin at all. I did not. I could not stand him. Yeah. Nate Gary and Umbrella Man. Yeah, but Nate Gary, Umbrella Man, 2 guys, no problems with them personally. Bradford turd. Yeah. Yeah, Babin was like, from what they said, like a dick. like kind of a dick. Benny Logan, Bill Allen. I love Wes Hawkins. I love Wes Hawkins. Number 48. Seattle, worst team in the NFC West. Interesting. DeMarco Murray. I didn't hate Murray. I just didn't. It wasn't a good fit. Who was the Cowboy that ratted, came in for a little bit? He's probably the worst. There was a, and I don't want to say his name, but there was a tight end I got in a scrum with. He was a Washington Redskin tight end. And I was at a Flyers game, and we almost got in a fight. And he was a drunk asshole. And then he went to the Eagles, and then he got hurt, and he didn't play for them. But I don't know if I can say he was really somebody I didn't like. Yeah, Orlando Scandrick stinks. Kerrigan sucked here. Yeah. Uh-oh. Jalen Hurts with his first turnover-worthy throw of camp. Threw right at Kylie Ringo in 7-on-7. Ball bounced off the cornerback's hand. What do you mean it bounced off his hand? Is he saying, I don't understand. Is he saying he picked it off or he didn't pick it off? Yeah, Nate Gary drove me nuts too. But you know, like I said, didn't hate him. Isaiah Toast Jenkins. Didn't have any problem with him personally. For me to hate somebody, I don't really hate too many people. It's very hard for me to hate. There are players, like, as far as players I just dislike being on the Eagles. Kiko Alonso would be another one because I hated that trade. I wasn't a fan of Bradford either. He dropped the pick. Come on, Ringo. Hold on that shit. I think the Eagles, more than any other team, I think the Eagles should be doing, their corners should be on the catching machine every day. How many interceptions does our guys always drop? More than anybody. Dropping it is not turnover unless I don't understand math. You know, that's what I'm saying. He said first turnover. He didn't turn it over. You like Bradford? I didn't hate Bradford. I didn't like the trade. Nate Gary, I didn't like him as a player, nothing personal. Dickerson hurt, that's not good. That would not be good if that's true. Our offensive line is getting banged up. A lot of nagging injuries. The pads are on. There we go. Yep, Landon Dickerson walking to the medical tent with the trainers. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. Oh, flipping the birds, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. He goes, I think Howie should trade for Browns defensive end Alex Wright. A 2025 fourth round should do it. Bradbury is going to be our third safety. Rodgers will start opposite of Slay. Ringo and Q and Ricks backups. Maddox and Dijon in the slot. Book it. I think that's where you're headed. I do. Unless Ringo gets that outside job. As far as Alex Wright go, I think you've got to consider getting another edge rusher. You know, I have brought up Matt Judon, but Alex Wright is not somebody, especially for a fourth round pick, I would consider it. Eric Allen, my favorite Eagle player. I love Eric Allen. To me, I think it's an actual crime. And Flipping the Birds, thank you so much for that super chat, man. It's generous, man. Shout out to you. Thank you. I think Eric Allen not in the Hall of Fame is crazy. Yeah, Dickerson went into the tent. I'm waiting to see if they give us an update. See, they don't have to give us an injury report yet. Yep, they said Landon Dickerson tweaked his knee. Landon Dickerson, injury tank, he tweaked his knee in practice. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, Nnamdi was horrible. Here's the thing. It's like our offensive line, God, thank God, knock on wood, like no major injuries where you're carting people off, but a lot of nagging injuries. Steen, nagging injury. Dickerson had an injury to start camp. Now he's got another nagging injury. Lane Johnson. Our offensive line's a little banged up, man. Eric Allen should be in the Hall of Fame. Agreed. What the hell was Dean talking about in the presser with setting the tone and getting the pads and dudes? I don't know. Where the hell is Dean? This is the question. And I know there's a lot of people that like him, and I like him. I'm rooting for him. I really am. But we don't hear anything from him. Yeah, prayers for him. Absolutely. Kiko was bad. Darius H., thank you for the super chat, my man. He goes, happy 41st birthday to me. Thanks, 500, for the great show. Darius, thank you for the super chat. I should be giving you a super chat on your birthday, but shout out to Darius. Happy birthday to you, my man. Thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. And have a great birthday, man. Happy birthday. We got 649 more in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. We will continue to do this every day that the Eagles practice early. Reggie White, Mr. Defense, he was. Bryce, what's going on, my man? People like Nakobe. Well, you know, I always get, if I say anything about Nakobe Dean, I always get the, why you trashing Nakobe Dean, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I'm not trashing him. I'm just wondering where the hell he's at. That's all. It's like Gainwell. Like, I don't think Gainwell's a viable number 2 running back. I think he's a good 3. And people get mad at me for it. Yes, definitely hit that like button. Princess Gamer, what is going on? How are you? Have you been playing the football? I haven't played it yet. Yeah, Dickerson says he's back out already. Yeah, they just say tweak. Oh, I hated Riley Cooper. I hated him. Because, besides all the bullcrap he did with the racial word and stuff, besides all that, put that all aside, he still stunk. He wasn't good. He had one good game his whole career, and he was on the team. I don't understand why. And then you add the other crap he did. It's like, I was a big Dean draft pick, but last year I came to realization he's too small. He's not that good in coverage. I'm in. This is, to me, for Dean, this is my make or break, and I'm going to give him till week 1. But if we go into week 1 and he's not even out there, forget it. Frankie says, "Morning, friends." Mark Holmes, depressed. I know, right? Who do you have more faith in, the Jets, Bears, or Steelers? Oddly, if Rodgers stays healthy, the Jets, but otherwise it will be the Steelers. No, I haven't played yet. Looking to move. I will tell you. All right, yeah, I have to play. I have to play too. McNabb should be Hall of Fame. I think McNabb is borderline Hall of Fame. I don't know. I'll say no. I think Randall Cunningham should be in the Hall of Fame. But McNabb is borderline. He might get in. Like, I could see him. I would say this. McNabb is not, it's going to take a while, but eventually I do think he'll get in. Donald Pumphrey stunk. Kevin Cobb was walking trash. He was. He feels more silly, but you know it. Bill signed a safety. We need to grab Simmons ASAP. It's going to be interesting. I haven't heard more about. I've heard some good things about Hunt. Good things about like learning to use his hands and like shed off blocks, things like that he's getting better at. But make no mistake about it, Jalen Hunt is a very talented player, but they got to develop him. I think you got to give him a couple of years to develop. You hate Ronald Darby, yeah. Randall was robbed twice the MVP. He was. It really was. I know for a fact Hurts and Barkley will have on touchdown Brazil. I have Barkley week 1 versus the Packers, 165 yards and 2 touchdowns. So I have the Eagles winning, but All right, so let's see here. Let's get these up. Let's catch up here. So Landon Dickerson went to the medical tent. So Keegan taking his spot at left guard. got hurt in one-on-ones. He lacerated toe last week. Seems okay. Okay, seeing a lot more play action rollout with Hurts in the red zone than we're used to seeing. I love it. See, I don't think the Eagles use play action and roll. I don't think they rolled out Hurts enough, to be honest. How about 105 2 times? How about no? All right, I'm telling you, that's my hot take. 165. I personally think Smitty was sort of, I'll say, I kind of have a feeling it's going to be at least on the same level. Blaine Bishop, I remember him. Johnny Wilson had red zone touchdown over Ringo. So there was an article, or there's a post by Zach Berman yesterday, and he said that the Eagles are looking at that slot wide receiver, not necessarily to have one guy all the time be the guy, but kind of like use who they need for whichever moment. So like between the 20s, you get Paris Campbell, you might get John Ross, but in the red zone, they're letting Johnny Wilson play. Look, if Johnny Wilson, 6'7", can make an impact his rookie year, holy crap. We only need one receiver to make it, like one receiver to step up with what we already have, and you can't stop it. You can't stop us. Great seeing Shippy change up. Morse calling to play exactly. Time's coming for us. I agreed, man. Agreed. 500. A lot of talking right now from each fan base, but talk is cheap. Let's talk on the field. Well, of course. I mean, of course. You know, but I'm not saying like I really think I'm not saying anything trying to be like braggadocious or talk trash. I legitimately think Barkley is going to be a monster. And it's not just because he's with the Eagles. I mean, you go back a couple years, I always said I would love to see what Saquon Barkley would look like with a team that was good and had talent around him. Are you ready for Saquon Day? It's every day. Every day. Landon is back on the sideline, so that's good. I need to find out where some of you guys are reading your info so I can pull it up. 500, if White has a monster year, we need to resign him because him and Trotter would be monster. I agree. The question is, do the Eagles go out there and sign a linebacker to big money? 500, are you buying a jersey this year? Yeah, I'm going to buy one. It'll be a Kelly Green. I don't know who I'm going to buy, though. I'm thinking it's going to be either Jalen Carter or I don't know, Carter. It's Carter or Saquon. I probably got to get a Saquon jersey. L.J. Smith, he was never as good. You give up on Nia Smith? I'm not giving up on Nia Smith. I believe Nia Smith will make an impact at some point. But he's clearly behind. I mean, not having played in the OT, been around OTAs and stuff, he's behind. He's got to play catch up. But from a talent standpoint, if you look at his skill set, right, I think it's the most complementary with Brown and A.J. Brown that you could ask for. It's just going to take time. Dallas Goedert is the third wide receiver. We just need the fourth to step up. Agreed. But you need that fourth in the slot to be able to stretch the field. That's what you want. Eric, I remember you wanted to draft Barkley. Yeah, I know. Because to me, Barkley on a team that was already good, he puts you over. The Giants, they drafted him, and they really needed to build their whole team up, I think Shipley Trotter Jr. will be our stars of preseason. What do you think will be? I say Quinyon Mitchell is going to have a pick six first preseason game. So I'm going to say Mitchell and let's say Johnny Wilson. Let's do something like that. Berg said you should get a Kelly Green Philly 500 jersey. Like with my own name on it? Yeah, I could do that. Your favorite player was Reggie White and mine was Jerome Brown. How crazy is that those two Eagles still have Clyde Simmons on that line? Yeah, I mean, one of the greatest defensive lines ever. People often nowadays look at Clyde Simmons and they say, Well, Clyde was good because Reggie and Jerome, but people don't remember that when Reggie left and he was still there, he still was putting up like 16 sacks by himself. Clyde Simmons was a monster player. Reggie was, one of the great defensemen, and then Jerome was on pace to be the best defensive tackle I've ever seen. Bald Eagle David Super J goes, Kelly Green jerseys look best with one-digit number. Well, as soon as you say that, the first name that comes to mind, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. That would be a cool jersey to get. They haven't updated this thing. I'm gonna find a whatchamacallit. What is it? John Clark is good for updates also. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get multiple windows open. When I get my computer back, it'll be so much easier. Fireman was Kenny? No, Danny Watkins. It was Danny Watkins. That was just, to me, it wasn't personal with him. It was just, why would you draft him? Yeah, John Clark, he is good. Yeah. God took Jerome too soon and gave us Carter in return. Carter is the closest I've seen, talent-wise, from Jerome. I think so. Like, to me, like, if you young guys watch Jerome, if Jerome Brown played today, holy crap, he would be a fan favorite. There's no question. I remember Todd Stinkston. Yes, we have 671 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much. This is our biggest practice stream to date. We are gonna get more places to find updates coming in. I'm gonna work on that today after I do my video. A slim down Fletcher Cox is here at practice. So Fletcher Cox is visiting practice. That's nice of him. What's happening so far that's notable? Well, the Eagles are on pads, so they're hitting. Jalen Carter dominating the offensive line. He's throwing around Mekhi Becton. That was very, very cool. Jalen Hurts continues to look good. He did have a pass that should have been intercepted, and that was really his first bad interception-type pass of practice. Let's see. Kaylee Ringo made some plays. Q is starting in the slot. And then I'll say this. Where is Nakobe Dean? I don't see him anywhere. Angela, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Philly, we all know your favorite player was JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Shh. Okay, I just liked his umbrella. I knew he was done. The moment his mom was walking around training camp, covering him in an umbrella, I knew he was done. And then, it could be worse. I mean, you could have Mac Hollins. Guy doesn't wear shoes. It's the most disgusting thing ever. Princess Games at 5. Check out the I also imagine Randall played today. He would destroy so many teams. If Randall goes to the right coach, right? Let's say Andy Reid had Randall. He wins 3 Super Bowls. Like if the Eagles, I believe if the Eagles had Randall Cunningham back in the Reid days, they win 3 Super Bowls. Randall just needed better coaching. Called Defensive Player of the Year. When's the last time a defensive tackle was Defensive Player of the Year? Was it Aaron Donald? Keith Byers and Keith Jackson were great. They were great. I love Keith Jackson. Bone and White are going to be starting linebackers. It looks like it. I mean, it looks like Bone is running away with it. The other noticeable thing today is that Ringo wasn't starting to start out practice. It was Isaiah Rodgers. So clearly you have a battle going there, you know. Isaiah Rodgers made a play on AJ, and Troy Jr. made a play against the run. I gotta find out where you guys are getting that, so I can add that to here, because these are slow. Like, these take forever to update, and it's getting progressively more. The best Randall was a 98 Randall with the Vikings. Well, yeah, I mean, he had Chris Carter, Moss, but you know they developed him. He got better as a passer. The most talented year, though, really, for Randall was the year he had 31 touchdowns, I believe. He had 980 something yards on the ground. He got robbed of the MVP. Joe Montana misses a bunch of time early in the year, and they give it to him, and his numbers weren't even close. Matt Collins was still in the league last I looked. He's with the Buffalo Bills, I think. Kevin Turner was solid. He was. Reno Mahe, he's another one of those guys, like why is he on the team? I don't get it. You can find so many more guys that are better. Good thing Landon Dickerson, the other thing too, Camp, is our offensive line is getting a little bit banged up. I mean, it's nothing major, thank God, so far, but look how many guys have had a missed practice on the line already. A lot of guys get nicked up. Reed Blankenship will lead the league in interceptions. All right, I will remember that, because I would be shocked. Tyler says, I'm just happy what it looks like the Devin White signing workout. Yeah. My only issue with the Devin White thing is I feel like you need to blitz Devin White. Like, you need to let him go at the quarterback at times. And if you're not doing that, if the Eagles aren't doing that, they're not using him to his total talent, Daniel, what's going on, man? 53 is going to be tough. Agreed. Saquon, 2,000 all-purpose yards, and I will accept the apology from his behalf. I'll take it. Yeah, he said Reed. Yeah, Mark's still my bitch. Mark is really going crazy. Is N'Kobe Dean getting refs? Nolan Smith do anything? So far, I haven't heard much from them. Nolan Smith had a pretty good day yesterday. N'Kobe Dean, I don't hear anything on him. We'll see. We'll see what tone he set. I haven't heard one thing about N'Kobe Dean. They still haven't updated. I've got to find some other places. JJ Rock Philly, man, thank you so much for that super chat, man. Thank you. Shout out to you. He goes, going to home games, going to the home Eagles Cowboys game. Can't wait. That's going to be the game that they're going to be in Kelly Green. They are going to destroy Dallas, and it will hopefully lock up home field for us. I think Dallas is going to be bad. The ultimate waste of roster spot was Thomas Tapeh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You think Owen Burks makes the team? I don't know, J-Dog. I was kind of like a little bit excited and paused the Diddy on Burks, because the thing what they said about Burks in San Francisco was every time he got a chance to start, he was really good. But he was, he had guys who were really good in front of him. But so far, we have seen nothing. Hurts will be closer to 5,000 passing when 4K 30 plus. Tell that to Cilio. Shakedown's happening on Thursday. We had to do it. I wanted to do one last night, but I wasn't going to be around until like too late. So we're going to do one Thursday. We'll be live streaming. The open practice. Any of you guys are there, want to send me video, whatever, we will work that out and we will put it on there. And also they'll have the Hall of Fame games on too. I remember Macho Harris. A lot of people, I thought Macho Harris was going to be good. Bob says, Philly, my man, I think Shipley is going to be a low-key fan favorite due to situational game play, but not magic. Every time he touches, really? All right. Listen, he's the one draft pick, not one, but like, I just don't know what to think of him. Like, I don't have anything bad to say, but I need to see more. The youngster says, Eagles first team defense just held first team offense out of the end zone. Where did you see that? Where did you see that? I gotta find that. See, I get nothing on here. Let me see if I can find other people. J.R. Reed was a stud before. Yeah, it was such a shame what happened to J.R. Reed. He was going to be a really good player. I mean, he was already a good special teamer, but I think he would have developed into a good player. Let me see. I'm trying to find some of these other guys. Why can't I find Elliott Shore-Parks? I follow him. I don't understand. Jordan Hicks was a beast. He was, absolutely. Sidney Brown reminds me of Jerry Reed. Yeah, a little bit. I can see that. I think Justin Simmons underrated. I agree, I think Justin Simmons is the play for the Eagles. Rodgers, cornerback 2, Ringo, cornerback 3, Mitchell, cornerback 4. Well, I mean, listen. Right now, Ringo has started more than Isaiah Rodgers. So we don't know. I mean, that's just a wide open. It's 1L. You're right. It's 1L. I'm such a moron. Thank you, man. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Let's see what this mother humber has to say. He's actually tweeting stuff out. This is good. All right, here we go. All right, so let's. So here's some Elliott Shore-Park stuff because he's actually tweeting updated stuff. Isaiah Rodgers with a nice pass breakup that was going to go to Hurts to AJ for a touchdown. Looks like he was beat but got the deflection. Trotter Jr., nice play against the run. That's my boy. So we've heard from Trotter. We've heard about Trotter Jr. Where's the Kobe Dean? Eagles first team defense just held the Eagles first team offense out of the end zone. 2 straight plays inside the 10. C.J. Gardner-Johnson had a very good day of practice. Just hit Saquon after a completion. Darius Slay, really nice pass breakup on a Hurts intended pass for Devontae Smith. Yeah, he gives out way quicker. We will use more of him. I'm gonna get like 3 or 4 windows Lamar, so we'll be able to go back and forth. Dickerson got to stay in the field. He will. Dean's been missing in that. I mean, Dean talked about. Somebody said it earlier. Dean talked about once the pads, it's going to set the tone. Where's the damn tone? I don't hear nothing. He is quicker. Quicker to put it out, you know. That other one is supposed to be all the beat writers, you know, repeating what they all say, so it should all be coming up in one spot. But it never gets updated. Where's our first rounder? Quinion is great. He was starting in the slot today. He was getting slot reps. So he was out there getting repetition. You know, but where's your boy Nakobe, man? I worry about Nakobe Dean. I do. They said Jalen Carter just destroying Becton. But Nakobe Dean, John Cena practice, oh man. Jalen Carter is going to destroy interior O lines. He is. Dean got injured putting on the pad. I'm not gonna go at Dean. I'm not gonna go after him. I'm not gonna trash him. I'm not gonna say anything bad. I'm gonna wait until week 3. I'll give him to week 3 to start playing. But he's got to make Dean has to make a move now. Because to me, if Dean doesn't make a move now as a 3rd round pick, right, he'll be going into his 4th year next year. Once Trotter comes up and starts, he ain't giving it back. I'm worried about our D-line. I think that's fair. I think it's fair. I worry about the edge rushers on the D-line. I'm not worried about the interior. I like the interior, but yeah, I do worry about the edge rushers. You just got guys with inexperience. Nolan Smith, inexperience. You got Bryce Huff. He did it for 1 year. You know, does Josh Sweat rebound? Those things, I don't know. Dave says, Father, I'm literally working on the Eagles custom sneakers, Jason Kelsey theme. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway again to a lucky fan. Let me know your thoughts. That sounds awesome. It sounds awesome. You know, I'll definitely, you know, help promote that if you want. Nothing on Huff today. There was it was 2 practices ago. They said he was doing a really good job, you know, with his pass rush, but that's it. Give me Trotter and Dean. I'll take my man Trotter. What are they? They're over an hour in. This is going to end up being. Oh, here you go. We've got a Nakobe Dean. I got something to say about Nakobe Dean. Okay. I'm much happier now. Here you go. Elliott Shore Parks. Eagles first team defense. Oh, not that one. Where did it go? I lost it. Here you go. Nakobe Dean with a nice play in 11 on 11 versus the run. Got his arm out and brought down Shipley, who seemed to be set up for a big play. There you go. We've got a Nakobe Dean sighting. How about that? Nakobe Dean has only been here going 3 years of injury. He's already like Tony. It has been bad, yeah. Sweat won at number 9. They said he's not really available. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they'll retire 9, but I don't think they'll give it out. They need to retire 12. 12 is the same way. They won't give it out, but it's not officially retired. We got a Dean highlight. Let's go, Dean. Listen, I want Dean to do good. I really do. I want him to do good. Dean, that's right, baby. Let's go. Dean is back. 500 Jalen Carter just getting better and better. Can't wait to watch him. Going to absolutely go off this year. I agree. It's just so interesting. It's just interesting hearing about Carter because it's always like, it's not like, well, Carter made it good. It's like Carter just manhandles offensive linemen. See, I think what's going to happen, and you saw this last year, teams stopped doubling Jordan Davis, and they doubled Carter. And this is why Davis has to become a better pass rusher. He doesn't have to be a 10-sack guy, but he needs to be decent because when they double team Carter, he needs to take advantage. Dino's a chat, you know the streamer. I don't know who that is. For real, is Joshua even practicing? He's there. He's practicing. I think pressure is on Hurts this year. I hope he can. I think there's pressure on him. I definitely agree. He's definitely got pressure as a franchise quarterback. Yeah. Here you go. Saquon Barkley with a touchdown, an 11 on 11s to cap off red zone drills. So Barkley touchdown 11 on 11. Question is this: will the tush push? How many touchdowns will that take away from Saquon? Hey Philly, do you think if we use play action in the red zone, it will be like the brotherly shove, guaranteed touchdown? No, I wouldn't say guaranteed every time, but I do think it would be huge. Especially, like, I never understood why they don't use it more. Not just in the red zone though. Like I think there are times to use it. Sometimes when they use it, remember when Andy Reid back in the day, when Reid would use it and they would roll to the right, and it would always roll to the right, and you knew the play was over. As soon as they rolled to the right, it was over. But that was always like at the 5-yard line, the 3-yard line. They would roll to the right. Like I think you do it like around the 15-yard line. Number 9 should be set aside. Number 5 at the link. Listen, a lot of people think so. I don't personally think you could retire his number. I don't think you could retire Foles' number. I mean, as great as Foles was and what he did, I mean, I can't retire his number. Hate me, but I don't like Zach McPherson. No, I don't hate you. I understand it. I think he's a guy on a roster. What you call the hat comment. This stupid thing doesn't stick. I know. It's driving me nuts. Ben Van Summers, the preseason pop. He's very athletic, very, as an athlete, very talented. Stupid thing. Jordan Davis has the ability to destroy play to the point where you don't even know if it's a pass or run. He did it yesterday against the Vikings. Jordan Davis has that potential. And despite what a lot of people say, like, listen, I love Cilio, but if you listen to Dan Cilio, right, first 10, 11 weeks, he couldn't say anything bad about Jordan Davis. Anything. He talked about how good he was and what a surprise. And then you go for the final way the season fell apart for everybody. And now Jordan Davis stunk last year? No, he didn't. We can't erase the first 11 weeks. Bald Eagle, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Shout out to you. He goes, that fake brotherly shove with Saquon rolling out. I like it. Or, like have him go to shove, turn around, and then pitch it out. Master, what's going on? How are you? We didn't have any good linebackers last year, McPherson included. Well, McPherson, was he hurt last year? Jordan Davis is lazy to be. Yeah, I mean, that's the stigma, right? He's big and he must be lazy. I don't know that he's lazy. I don't know that I agree. Like, I don't think lazy runs down Josh Allen the way he did. I just don't think I just think he's feeling his way through his conditioning and stuff. He's going to get that fixed this year. Jordan Davis is going to have a Pro Bowl year. I think Carter and Davis both Pro Bowl years. I'd like to see them throw him in as a fullback and scheme play. Yeah, I mean, people want that with Mulata too. JB says, sub 500. What's the latest news? The Eagles are in pads, man. If I was Kellen Moore, I'd mess around with Wildcat formation with Hurts and Barkley. Obviously, Jalen is a quarterback, but out of that look, there has a lot they could do. I mean, there's a lot that they could do with both those guys. Yeah, Jordan Davis will be great. Barkley replaces the tush push. I don't think the tush push is necessarily gone. I mean, if you were getting it if you were like 90+% effective, right? And let's say you lose Jason Kelsey, even if it drops, you're still going to be like 75, 85% of the time you're going to get it. So to me, it's like, I don't know. I'm not moving on from it. So we need Jordan Davis to play like DeVito. I think Jordan Davis is going to have a huge year. To me, Jordan Davis was having a monster year last year until he ran out of gas. I'm telling you, you watch that play. He runs down Josh Allen, goes down, and he just lays there like that. And then he gets up, he looks around, and he just goes back down. That was it. He was out of gas the rest of the year. You didn't hear anything from him. No, he's going to be fine. Latest New York Giant report said their offense looked awful with Neighbors on a rest day today. Neighbors is going to be good. I mean, just watching the stuff on him, at practice, he looks like he's going to be good. But once you're going up against teams are going to take him away, especially as a rookie. It's going to be hard for him to get his. They just don't have any talent. You also run the I formation with Becton at right tackle, Lane at tight end, and Goddard at fullback. That's interesting. Dude, the Eagles, I can't tell you the last time the Eagles lined up in I formation. I don't remember. Vic going to have these guys in shape. He's going to make Carter Pro Bowler. I agree. I think if Carter's in shape and takes the next jump, Carter should get you, I think, between 9 and 11 and a half sacks. He should be right there in that. We'll say between 9 and 12 sacks. I think if Carter takes that next step. Jordan Davis, I think Jordan Davis could be a 4-sack guy, 5-sack guy. If Jordan Davis at the level he's shown he can play at, when the cardio shouldn't be a factor because the defense shouldn't be out there more than 20, 25 minutes a game. I know, and I like fundamentally I agree, but the problem is like after that game where they lost, when it all started to collapse, like after that Buffalo game, there were games that it was like first quarter, they all can't tackle, they can't get pressure. It just looked like they all mentally checked out. Use Mulata as a run. You ever see Mulata? You guys haven't seen, go check out Jordan Mulata when he played rugby. Dude was running over people. Leonard Weaver owned. Give me Leonard, a healthy Leonard Weaver. After the season, Jalen Carter will be top 5. I agree with you. I agree. I feel like we're lucky to beat the Bills. Look, that was a crazy game, and we could have easily have lost that game. There's no question about it. However, we didn't. Let's see here. So Alex Kemp crew is officiating Eagles practice today. That's the crew that tossed Big Dom. So the refs that are coaching our padded practice today or reffing is the guys that threw Big Dom out last year versus the 49ers. Interesting. Yeah, I remember Cecil Martin. You choose whose message. Whoever's actively putting stuff out, I'll put up. What I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to try to set it up so I have multiple windows ready to go. And then hopefully we don't get a lot of down between, How's Milt Williams been doing? I think he's good. Oh, he's looked good. He had what could have been a sack today, had one yesterday. I think Milt Williams has been really one of the most consistent guys out of camp that you hear something like, you seem to hear something from him every day. You're the man with the flick. Thank you, Ramon. Thank you so much. Are they still practicing? The Cardinal game sticks to me losing Johnson again. That's when I knew they were done. Like that game, you knew they were done. That, it don't matter what you do against the Giants. It doesn't matter what you do against Tampa. To me, when they lost to the Cardinals, they couldn't beat anybody. It was over. Yeah, I remember Leonard Weaver. He was a beast. The practice is over. It was a long practice. I expected it to be a long practice. Here you go. That's it for practice. An hour and 40 minutes spirit practice. AJ and Quinion in one-on-one drill was highlight. Great education with the rookie. There you go. So practice hour and 40 minutes. Now, tomorrow they have a walkthrough. Walkthroughs are usually closed to the public. So the media won't be there. So we won't be streaming this early tomorrow. We'll have video, maybe even an afternoon stream. And then Thursday, you got Eagles. They got their open practice to public down at the link. I will be live streaming that. Me and Joey will be live streaming that. I think Shipley is going to be linebacker number 2. Running back 2. I'm sorry, linebacker. I think Shipley. I haven't heard anything. Weaver or Richie? I'll take Weaver. I mean, Richie was good too, but I liked Weaver a lot. Love to hear that about Q. Excited. I think Q is the highlight of the day. I think I'm going to have to talk about him in my video that I'm going to do, because I think Q, I like his attitude. I like that he talks crap. I like that he's able to make a mistake. Like there was a point there where they said he allowed a pass, right? A big pass to be caught. He allowed it. But then he came back the very next play and shut down A.J. Brown. I like that, because a cornerback, in my opinion, they've got to have like they have to have like a bad memory. They can't think or horrible mistakes, otherwise they lose confidence. So I think we're seeing some good things about Quinyon Mitchell for the future. I think Saquon Jai Wilson will be the reason why the push-tush isn't used as often, but when it is used, it'll be guaranteed for. Yeah, you might be right, Joseph. You might be right. Yeah, very short memory. Foster's, I hope Q wins with the other quarterback spot opposite of Slade by midseason. I like Ringo, but I'm pulling for anyone. It's Q. I want Q to win it too. My dream scenario is to have Q and Ringo start on the outside. And I'm talking about 2-3 years down the road. But Q and Ringo on the outside. Isaiah Rodgers in the slot, and then Cooper DeJean as your safety or a floater. That's what I would like. Shakedown, I don't know exactly the time yet. I'll let you know. I'm not sure exactly yet, but it'll be Thursday. Do you think Q is going to play slot? I think he'll play slot some. I think, what I question right now is he getting reps in the slot because DeJean is out? So when DeJean comes back, will DeJean start getting those spots? Now, when they're in dime package, he's going to be on the field. But you got to find ways to get Quinyon off. You got to find ways to get him on the field. I predict this though: first preseason game, we will see Quinyon Mitchell with a pick 6. So they don't sleep on the Giants. Their pass rush is probably the best in NFC with Burns. They got a good pass rush, James. I just don't know what else they have. Like, that offense is inept. They got Neighbors, and that's it. There's nobody that scares me on that offense. And say what you want, but coming back from a torn ACL usually takes a full year. So I think Daniel Jones and him being able to run to the levels he's done in the past won't be there. Bald Eagle David Super Chat goes, DeJean will be used the same way Becton is being used. That's what you got to do. That's what you have to do with him. McPherson was going to start last year. He got hurt. Yeah, he was. Yes, exactly. I want Q and Ringo on the outside, either DeJean or Rodgers in the slot. Rodgers in the slot, DeJean a safety spot beside C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who I hope gets extension from us. Agreed. I look at it like that. Like, I think DeJean and C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I think they have some natural ball instinct stuff that you can't teach. I like the idea that you stick DeJean in and you let him learn to play safety, let him learn to play slot, let him be outside corner, and then say, all right, listen, we're going up against a tight end. We're going to put DeJean on a tight end this week. All right, we want DeJean play slot corner this week. We need DeJean to say, depending upon the matchup is how you should use them. Q and Ringo, those guys are going to be stud outside corners. If they put Ringo, Q, Isaiah Rodgers in slot, and then your safety, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, DeJean, they will have the best secondary for 4 or 5 years. Hey, 500, my son is a big fan. He turns 42 this August 21st. Can you shout him out, please? Germantown is Eagles land. We all agree. Yeah. What's your son's name? Shout out to your son. Happy birthday on turning 42, Mr. Richardson. Thank you. Chip Tooth, member for 15 months. Thank you for your support. He goes, Ringo and Q outside Cooper slot. Sorry, Slay. Yeah, I mean, that's 2 years down the road. I mean, Slay's not going to be here a couple more years. I don't see it, I don't see it. It was a big stake to give Dan Jones a contract. Agreed. You think Will Shipley will be the star of the preseason? I want Tanner McKee to start over Kenny Pickett versus Ravens preseason. I don't know. I don't know about Shipley. I don't know. I mean, we're just going to he's going to get a lot of carries. So he has a really good chance. It's not a bad bet at all in terms of preseason, Ghost, member for 21 months. Thank you, man, for your support. He goes, could just replace Hurts with Barkley for the push. Yeah, they could, but will they? That's the question. I mean, they both can definitely do it. Campo, man, thank you for the super chat, my man. Shout out to you. He goes, the people saying bench Slay for Q when Q has never taken a snap in the NFL crazy. I think Q is going to be a stud, but let's pump on the brakes. Yeah, I don't think you bench or do that this year. What I'm talking specifically, after Slay is gone. But I think you need Slay. I think you need that veteran leadership at corner. However, Slay's got to be better than he was a year ago. Slay has got to go and give all-out effort. So I think Fangio runs a lot of dime to these young guys on the field. Q and DeJean will both play a lot of interior. I think you're probably right. You're going to see a lot of 1 and 2 linebackers. Now, when they had dime and they had one linebacker in, I think I don't know if it was White on the field, or if it was Bond. Should I take? I would not early or anything. No. Clint, what's going on, man? How are you? I wouldn't take Shipley in fantasy. I don't think you need him. No. Philly Flower, just because Slay's an Eagle don't mean we gotta meet right over hype him. No, I get it. I get it. But I don't know. I mean, I guess so. I don't think that he's really as bad as some people think he was. I mean, they were so bad at the end of the year, but it was everybody. I expect Slay to be good this year. I do. Slay will be the starters. You can't have all the young players in your secondary. If so, Eagles secondary will be the worst this year. You need I agree. You need a veteran presence. I think you need one at corner. I think Slay can teach Ringo, Q, DeJean. He can teach them a lot. So you really need him this year. And you also got C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Maybe they go out and get Justin Simmons. I don't know. Slay was something like number 32 quarterback in the league last year for football. Yeah, I mean it wasn't good. I know it wasn't good, but I mean we'll see how it plays out. We will see. But all right, guys. So practice is over. I am going to sign off here right now, and then I have to do video and then get going for the day. So let me just thank each and every one of you guys for hanging out with me. We will be live again. Definitely on Thursday. I'm not sure about tomorrow yet because there's no practice. It's just a walkthrough. But thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. You like that? Thank you, Reggie. Bald Eagle, man, thank you for super chat, man. Thank you so much. Because snapping the ball isn't just a thing you do. You need chemistry, and Hurts needs to take as many snaps from Cam. That's why the push-tush won't start with Saquon. Yeah, I hear you. I'm curious to see, though, how much they actually play these guys in preseason. But I think we'll all be fine. I do. I think we're going to be fine. But with that, thank you guys, all super chats, new subscribers, everybody. Make sure you hit the like on the way out. I'll have a video out in a few hours. And with that said, we are going to get out of here because it's almost 9 and I got to get ready to go. But with that, take care. I'll talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. And remember, it's Howie Vision, baby. We're all just living in it.
2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's
Oh,
over. It's
shit.
over. This game is over. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott.
Trying to feed him
Where the hell is he throwing it
Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb. Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb. You tried to feed the CeeDee Lamb. You got to give it to CeeDee Lamb. God.
That's crazy.
It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk.
It
is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over.